To this breaking news, as we mentioned moments ago, there has been an officer-involved shooting near I-44 in Harvard in Tulsa near a QuikTrip. You can see this is pictures from over the scene from Osage Sky News 6 HD. So what we are learning so far is that this started as a traffic stop, and during the traffic stop, officers were saying the suspect was making some furtive movements with their hands. I'm then told one gang officer and another officer both fired shots. I'm told the suspect then retrieved a gun and fired back. Right now, we know an officer has been shot in the leg and has been taken to the hospital. We believe the suspect has also been shot and also taken to the hospital, but we do not know the status of the suspect at this time. Of course, we don't know what led up to this traffic stop. We have a crew on the scene. They are gathering more information, interviewing witnesses right now. We are talking to police officers to try to find out what is happening. But that investigation will take some time this afternoon at I-44 in Harvard, where a Tulsa police officer has been shot in the leg. A suspect has also been taken to the hospital. Of course, we will bring you the very latest information both here on air and on our News on 6 app. Stay with us. Fulbright in the News on 6 newsroom, updating you on that breaking news that we are covering near I-44 and Harvard in Tulsa, where there has been an officer-involved shooting. We have confirmed one officer has been hit in the leg and taken to the hospital. The suspect has also been taken to the hospital. News on 6's Amy Kaufman is on the scene and just spoke with a witness moments ago. Amy, what can you tell us?
Well, Lori, this is still an active scene here at the QuikTrip near 44 in Harvard. As you can see here behind me, several officers here on scene. But I've talked with several witnesses at the scene who tell me that there were some officers talking with a man at a gas pump who was driving a van. Right now we know that it was one gang officer and another officer who did fire shots. They say that the man did pull a gun and fired back at the officer. As you said, we know one officer was hit in the leg. The suspect was hit as well, and both the officer and the suspect were transported to the hospital. But I've talked with several witnesses on scene who tell me it was just, you know, they were just getting gas, or they were getting things inside QuikTrip at the convenience store when they heard several shots being fired. So they are just trying to, you know, just figure out what happened, but still a very scary scene. One witness told me that there were some kids inside who were very upset to see this scene like this, you know, just going to get gas at QuikTrip like this. But we're still following this very active scene right now, and we'll continue to bring the latest updates as we get them. Live on the scene, on the story in Tulsa, Amy Kaufman, News on 6.
Thank you, Amy, for that report. We appreciate that. I'm on the phone right now with someone who is telling me that officers had been the vehicle initially when they decided to pull him over at the pumps, that the tag did not match that vehicle, and that's what led them to talk to the man who was at the pumps. As we mentioned earlier, of course, an officer has been shot. The suspect has also been taken to the hospital. We will stay on the scene. We will continue to get new information and bring it to you just as soon as we can. Hi, everybody. Lori Fulbright here in the News on 6 Newsroom following this breaking news of an officer-involved shooting near I-44 and Harvard. So we have learned that one police officer has been shot in the leg and has been taken to a hospital. The suspect was also taken. So see this gold minivan pictured here. And we are told by sources that officers approached the driver of that minivan and asked him to exit his vehicle. We are told he told the officers, "You are going to have to kill me to get me outside of my vehicle." We are told that's when the officers backed up, intending to pepperball the man. But they say he pulled a gun and fired, and 2 officers returned fire, 1 officer being hit in the leg. We do know the suspect has also been taken to the hospital, but we do not know the extent of any of his injuries. We are told that the officer shot in the leg is expected to be okay. Of course, homicide detectives are at the scene, as well as gangs officers and patrol officers. A full investigation is now underway. There will be a criminal investigation, as well as there will be an internal affairs investigation to see if any policy was broken. We at this time are not sure why the officers were asking the man to exit the van, but we are told they asked him to exit. He said, "You're going to have to kill me," and then things went south from there. Of course, we have a crew on the scene, in the air. We will bring you the very latest here on the air, as well as on our News on 6 app. Stay with us.